What's good, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And today is the Sixers Summer League game, but it's not really a preview. I just want to talk about some Sixers right now. So my last video, I talked about how we got Caleb Martin, but we still need a power forward. You know, some people disagreed, saying that we don't need a power forward. It's small ball is fine. Let me just say, this is probably the Sixers' best offseason in my lifetime. Let me just state that, okay? I am nowhere near hating the Sixers when I say this, but I'm not just talking about on our starting lineup. I'm talking about a power forward who can come off the bench and help our bench with rebounds and with defense, and obviously someone that can still play with Embiid for a certain amount of minutes to help him with rebounds. When we look at the playoff series with the Knicks, the main problem was us getting rebounds. Embiid was our only decent rebounder, and then it was Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris was our second best rebounder, and he is one of the most unathletic wings I've ever seen. And guys, you have to realize, like, when you're saying, okay, Paul George can be power forward, there's a reason why he came to Philly. He does not want to be a power forward. He does not want to play a role where he's responsible for boxing out people. And obviously you have to box out, but it's given even more responsibility to him if he's our power forward. He's going to have to bust his ass every single game trying to get boards, getting dirty, getting physical. I don't think Paul George wants to play that style of game. Kelly Oubre maybe, but no way Paul George. And when you say, like, their heights, like, oh, Paul George is 6'9", he can play power forward. Is he a rebounder? He's not a rebounding player. He's not an interior defensive player. He cannot guard other power forwards. Do you think he can guard an Anthony Davis? No. Even Aaron Gordon, he can't guard him. So let's stop with, oh, Paul George can play our power forward. No, he can't, and I don't think he wants to. I like how some people in the comment section brought up Adam Bona. I think Adam Bona, I'm really big on Adam Bona, but I just think it's unfair for the coach and for Adam Bona to give him, oh yeah, he can play 15 minutes of playoff time, right? I'm not going to say that because that is very unrealistic. When you look at the Sixers in the past, no rookies ever even barely played regular season. When you talk about playoffs, he's not going to play. You know what I mean? I wish he could. I want to see what he can do. But we haven't even seen him play in the summer league yet. So people who are saying we have him as power forward, come on. All right, let's not. He hasn't played one game for the Sixers yet. All right, I want to see how he does tonight. Summer league. Hey, our Sixers summer league team is disgusting, right? We have a lot of guys who can make a roster spot. So I'm excited to see. And I have a hot take on the small ball lineup. I don't know if it's a hot take actually, but when you look at the regular season, small ball lineups work well, right? It's fine. Regular season, they call a lot of ticky-tack fouls. It's more fast-paced. It's less aggressive. Regular season, small ball units, small ball lineups work. But when it comes to playoff time, height and aggressiveness and physicality comes to play. When you have smaller players on your team, it's less chance of you getting rebounds, less chance of you getting second-chance points, and it's harder to play defense. And I'm just being honest. We've seen this year after year. Literally, the only time Embiid had help was Horford, and that was when Simmons broke his knee and was out for the whole playoffs. And, you know, we weren't going to win. So, like, Embiid's never really had any power forward or any guy off the bench to really help him and elevate the interior defensive play or rebounding play. Like, Andre Drummond, Andre Drummond's a great pickup, right? That really helps. When Embiid leaves the court, we have a guy to get rebounds. We have a guy who can protect the paint. Just an old school big that I adore it because there's no bigs like Drummond in the league, man. You're not going to find a guy who rebounds as aggressive, who plays as hard, you know what I mean? Like, he can dribble decently for a big, which is very surprising. But yeah, I just feel like we're just missing that long wingspan defender who can guard interior. Like a Jonathan Isaac, obviously. That's like what you want. But a Dorian Finney-Smith, I'm going to keep saying it until he's traded. Just having a lengthy guy, and people are like, oh, he's only 6'7", he's not going to help. Bro, do you know how tall this guy's wingspan is? It's probably like 7'10". You know what I mean? Like, this guy, he's just a long guy, gets rebounds, plays hard. Like, we need a guy like that you can throw in. Yeah, give me 10 minutes, and he's going to play hard, going to get rebounds. That's what I mean when I say we need a power forward type. That's what I mean. A guy who can play with Embiid, a guy that plays defense well, and he can guard perimeter. We also need a guy to guard stretch bigs as well. Embiid can't be guarding all these stretch bigs and then relieving the interior paint open. So, and you don't want to waste a player like Paul George guarding at Kristaps, because that's just not gonna. What's the point of having? You know what I mean? Like, Paul George can guard a Tatum or a Jaylen Brown, not a Kristaps. So that's what I mean when I say we need a power forward. You guys get me now? Like, if you go against the Celtics, they have Kristaps on the floor. They have Horford. Obviously, this is just like, I don't think it's a starting lineup, but this is a lineup they use a lot in the playoffs. Embiid's on Horford. Who would be on Kristaps? Paul George? Kelly Oubre? So keep that in mind when you talk about how we don't need a power forward. Just keep that in mind, because we do need lineups where you can add a Finney Smith or add any power forward. You add a guy who can stretch the floor a little bit, play good defense, get rebounds. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was saying, man. But yeah, I still believe this is the Sixers' best offseason ever in my lifetime, actually. So I'm not going to hate. People said I was hating. I'm not going to hate. This is an amazing offseason Daryl Morey has done. Amazing offseason for the Sixers. But yeah, this is going to be it for this video. I got to get ready for the Summer League game tonight. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys. Peace.